Get that ass thing.
Learning more advanced strategies and combos and things like that. And basically, here's the deal. I love playing Tekken, and I really enjoyed it for this month and a half, but my audience is not with me on this. Unlike Street Fighter 6, where when I was playing Street Fighter 6, the whole crowd here was with me. People were rooting for me. People were tracking my matches. We were counting the first 1,000 wins, right? We were tracking, oh, when will you hit this rank with this character and this and that? And it was fun. It was really fun. But people haven't been doing that at all in Tekken. No one, honestly, is really caring that much in Tekken. And I don't know if that's a result of the fact that there's just fighting game burnout, because I played Street Fighter 6 for 7 months and then started Tekken when it came out in January, or if it's just the game. That basically, people are more into Street Fighter than Tekken with me, because I'm known as being a Street Fighter player for a long time, and I have that notoriety. I don't know, honestly, but that's just been a fact, is that Tekken has not gotten people that invested in it. You don't see that level of excitement or investment when I play the game at all, right? And because of that, I've cut back on streams. Like when I was playing Street Fighter 6, like I said, I was playing probably 4 times a week minimum. So you're talking 8 to 12 hours of gameplay, right? Basically, excuse me, with Tekken, I've had to cut down to like 2 streams a week, if that. And that's equivalent of 4 to 5 hours of gameplay. So you're talking 10 to 12 versus 4 to 5 in the same amount of time. It's not a lot. And my problem is I'm not playing enough Tekken to learn the more advanced things I need to learn to succeed at the level that I've now reached. When I hit that purple rank, basically here's what's happened, okay? Tekken has now hit the point where everyone who I face literally has found an abusable, repeatable, spammable, repetitive strategy that they use over and over. There's no intelligent thought behind it. They just realize if I keep doing this move, if I keep doing this particular hit string, generally it hits a lot. And if I get that one hit, usually it leads to then a giant combo. Then every once in a while, mix up and throw out a different move or throw, wash, rinse, repeat. That's their gameplay. That's a basic tool set. That's not an intelligent tool set for fighting games. That's just, I know basics about a character and they just seem to work online, so I just keep doing it ad nauseum. And then, by the way, if these players ever face anything different, a moment of adversity, oh my god, a sweep, what's that? I have to block low. They can't even do it. They don't have the fundamentals to fight people at that level. It's the same thing as Street Fighter 6. These rush down players, they mindlessly pick a top tier, mindlessly rush down, rush down, rush down, rush down, rush down. And the moment you interrupt their rush down, they're like, eh? And then you just dominate them and crush them because they don't know what's going on because their rush down failed. They're a one-trick pony, basically, is the point I'm making, okay? The difference is, in Street Fighter 6, I played so much of it, I learned how to beat the one-trick ponies. You see? I said, okay, with Juri, I know what she can do here and here, and with this character, I can do this to get past that offense. With this character, I do this to get past that offense. In Tekken, I'm only playing the game twice a week. I'm not playing it enough to have the character knowledge to stop the one-trick pony spammers. In addition, there's 32 characters in Tekken 8. In Street Fighter 6, there's what, half that? So I need to have double the amount of knowledge in Tekken 8 to even be able to hang with these people. And what happened last night was essentially for me the straw that broke the camel's back, okay? I'm in purple ranks, and I fought one player who impressed the shit out of me. I don't even remember his name. I'm sure you can look it up in the video from last night. He was a Claudio player. This guy finessed me, all right? He kicked my ass. He knew exactly what to do. He knew the basic strategies with Yoshimitsu, and he just completely countered everything I had. Seriously. Every time I did a move, he countered it. He blocked it perfectly. He broke every throw attempt. Literally every fucking throw attempt. He smashed me with counter hits. He tricked me. That guy was super fucking good. And that's the guy I give monstrous props to, because you could tell the difference when you're playing online versus someone who knows what the fuck they're doing and knows their shit, and that's a respectable person, versus I spam the same fucking thing online a million times, and because you just don't have knowledge, you just lose to someone just doing the same shit repetitively, right? So, yeah, I was like, wow, this guy's great. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a good night, because even if I lose, right, at least I'll say, okay, that Claudio kicked my ass. But if I fight that Claudio a few more times, I'm going to learn Claudio. I'm going to see what he can do. I'm going to learn things around it. I'm going to figure this stuff out. And then what proceeded to happen was, instead, it was all spammers. These, again, they have two moves that they do, either this one or this one. And just do it over and over and over and over. And if you block it, great. And if not, you're fucked. Because here they go again. They do it over. And it's usually characters like, for example, Huarang. He just kicks nonstop. He's like, kick. Okay, where's my opening? When does he stop kicking so I can move or I can press a button? Oh, there is none. Kick. What the fuck is this? Right? Now, again, I'm sure there's a way to beat it. I just don't know what it is. I haven't played the game enough to know that. And it's like that with every character. I plot a Victor. And the Victor has two moves that he hits me with. He has this one move where his knife, he goes like this, and it's just like a counter move and staggers you and leads to a combo if it hits. Or this teleport slamming move with his sword, which I've never really seen before. And he just kept doing it over and over. And every time he did it, it tracked me. It blew out whatever move I was doing. And it would take a third of my health bar. And he just kept doing it over and over. So what am I supposed to do? So here's the thing. When I was playing Street Fighter 6 and that kind of stuff happened, I would turn to the chat. And usually there'd be a handful of people in chat. And they'd be like, okay, so here's the deal. This person's doing this to you. Here's how you beat it. You got to be oh, okay. And I would absorb that knowledge on the fly. I would try it. And usually I would improve. In Tekken, I'm turning to the chat. No one knows shit. Everyone's like, I don't know. Like, well, that's not good. Because if I can't get advice on how to get better, I'm not going to get better. Right? If I'm literally blown out by someone doing the same move 17, 18 times in a row, I can't figure out how to interrupt it. I don't know how to punish it. I don't know how to beat it, right? I'm just going to lose. And no one in the chat seemed to know what was going on or how to help me. So it was just a wasted effort, like a futile effort at this level, okay? And again, this is the difference is, in Street Fighter 6, I had that crowd along for the ride with me. I had tons of people rooting for me. I had people here ready to help and engage and supportive. And in Tekken, it's like the opposite. Last night, all right, I had one tip all night. Jax Raxer, who supports every Friday Night Fight stream. That was it. Not a single other person contributed. There was like a small handful of super chats. So overall, for a Friday Night Fight stream that's supposed to be the big hype fighting game stream, no one's really supported it besides the one regular. Right? It's like, there's all these hundreds of people here to make fun of me because I'm getting bodied because I don't know what's going on, but no one here to support. And that's what I mean. It's just become toxic at this point. Really. Like me playing fighting games at this level, when you get to that level, have become a toxic situation where I'm playing the game and I want to improve, right? I want to learn. I want to get better. But it doesn't seem like that's what people want. Most people on the internet who are watching me just want to see me fail just to laugh. Well, I'm not about that. I'm about getting better. That's why I put so much time into Street Fighter 6. The problem is, that's not happening in Tekken 8. I'm not putting that time in, and I'm not going to get better. Like at the level I'm at Tekken right now, the only way I'm going to ever improve is to play dramatically more. So I'm not talking, oh, twice a week, 2 hours a day, 2 hours a session. I got to play like 4 or 5 times a week. And I got to absorb character knowledge. I have to see what these spammable moves are that people are doing. And I need to get the solutions on how to stop that. And I'm not going to do that how I'm playing now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. And the thing is, would I be into that if people wanted it? Yes. Seriously, like I like Tekken 8 enough. I've enjoyed the game. I like its visuals. I like its controls. I like the engine. I like things about Tekken 8 quite a lot, right? But if the audience isn't along there with me like they were with Street Fighter 6, then I'm not going to succeed. I'm not. Because I need to invest so much time into it. I'm just not feeling it. I think that it's a combination of factors. Factor number one, I played Street Fighter 6 for 7 months. And a lot of people at that point got burnt out. I said, all right, fighting games were great. You made your point. You could be good at them if you want. But we're not really that interested anymore, right? So when Tekken came out, I was like, oh, God, he's doing this again, right? And then to the point where last week, Ed came out in Street Fighter 6, and people were like, so you're dropping Tekken 8 and going back to Street Fighter 6 to play with Ed, right? I was like, no. I invested a month and a half into Tekken 8. You want me to drop it all of a sudden and go back to Street Fighter 6? Like, what was the point then, right? So it's just weird, this attitude. You know what I'm saying? And here's the other problem as well, okay? Right now, I am too inundated with RPGs. I've been saying this for 3 fucking months. Too many RPGs in a short period of time. These game developers and publishers have fucked up. I don't care what your opinion is. You can disagree with me. My opinion is it's too samey. The games that aren't RPGs have sucked ass, and too many RPGs have come out in a short period of time. These games have cannibalized each other, right? I'm playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. I've skipped like 10 of them. And people still are like, well, it's too much. I'm not satisfied. Well, I don't know what to do, right? I'm stuck in the middle of a 400-hour, ridiculously long playthroughs. And I can't get through them. I'm playing as much as humanly possible. And I'm still not finishing any fucking games. Baldur's Gate 3 is like 110 hours in. Final Fantasy is like 20. Like a Dragon is like 40. It's like, what is going on with these fucking games? Why is every game an insanely long RPG experience today? They don't have to be. Games don't have to be 80-hour experiences to be good. It's driving me nuts. It is. And at this point, I'm too invested in the games to quit. But at the same time, I'm not getting the attention in these playthroughs anymore. This channel has stagnated in the last 2 months as I've struggled with juggling RPGs and Tekken 8. And so, changes have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Changes have to happen. So what are the changes? I gotta play new shit. Alright? New stuff's coming out. In less than a week, there's a brand new multiplayer game that I'm very excited to try out, because it's a game that's from back in the day was super good, and now it's coming out as a re-release with 64-player multiplayer. It's going to be chaotic and fun. I don't know if it's going to have longevity. Maybe it'll only last a couple of weeks, but still, it'll be pretty fun. Okay? Excuse me. In addition, there's a game coming out later this month that's nothing like anything we've played for a long time. There may be a survival horror game coming out later this month that I want to check out. So with all that stuff, it's like, oh, that all sounds good, right? Okay, how do I play those games? Right? When I'm playing 3 RPGs that are all like 100-hour experiences that I can't fucking finish because they're too fucking long, and I'm playing Tekken, how the hell am I going to play all these games? Right? Something's got to give. And when I'm looking at everything going on right now, and here's really where the breaking point happened, okay? Last night, I finished playing Tekken, and I'm so fucking heated, and I'm upset, and the adrenaline is flowing, and I'm like, that was a complete waste of a stream. I learned nothing. Everyone spammed like fucking scrubby idiots, and I can't beat it because I don't have the knowledge to beat it. The only way I'll have the knowledge is to play more, and I don't have time to play more, so it's frustrating the shit out of me. It's making me feel like, man, what a wasted month and a half, right? Really, what a wasted month and a half for me here, playing this game, and sadly, not really getting anywhere now and running into a wall, right? Excuse me. So, all that happening, right? And then I look at the time. I had played Tekken 8 till past 10 p.m. I didn't even realize it. I was that heated that I just kept playing. And so I leave this office so upset, and then I go downstairs and I have to apologize to my wife because I stayed like an extra hour I shouldn't have stayed playing this fucking game, being so upset at it. And now we have less time to spend together to relax and unwind because I idiotically was fucking rage playing this fucking game. And I'm thinking to myself, what was the point of that? Right? There was 0 point. There's a difference between saying, oh, I'm playing a game and I'm really enjoying it, and we're in a really good part, and I want to keep going for now because I want to end at a logical stopping point. So let's go a little further. Let's enjoy the game a little more. Let's actually push for a little bit of overtime on a stream or whatever. And then you get something good out of it. I got nothing good whatsoever out of being here late last night playing Tekken 8. Instead, all it did was piss me off, piss off the viewers, piss off my wife, and everyone was upset, right? Everyone. So why the fuck am I putting myself through that? So here's the answer. I'm not going to fucking put myself through that shit anymore, all right? I'm not. I'm sorry. Here's the modern state of fighting games, all right? Back in the day, fighting games used to take an incredible amount of discipline, muscle memory, skill, because you had to practice and repeat and learn to get good. In order to be at a level at a fighting game where you could get wins, you actually had to be fucking good. You had to have intelligence in your goddamn head, and you had to have a level of skill of execution. That has been completely removed from modern fighting games. I've seen it now with Street Fighter 6, and I've now seen it with Tekken 8. What's happened is they wanted to make the games accessible, which they have. The games are accessible. You can be a dunce and mash certain things and beat people and get wins. You could do it ad nauseum and get the purple in Tekken 8. You could do it and get to master in Street Fighter 6. You can do it. You pick a better character, you mash the bullshit, and you just zoop, turbo yourself into a competitive level. Now you're not going to win a tournament, but you're going to win online. And it's sad. That whole idea of it used to take time and dedication and skill and effort and knowledge and execution to be good at a fighting game has been completely removed from fighting games. Now it's, let's make it easy for everyone to just mash around and do well, and it's stupid. Because now what happens is you have to invest more time to get to a level where the game becomes competitive and fun, because you have to get past this level of idiocy online. And it's just a waste of your time to have to do that if you're a casual player like me. Why am I trying my hardest to fucking ball bust myself? Right? It's what it is. It's like ball busting. I'm busting my balls here to try to beat scrubs because they've made the games too fucking easy to abuse. Right? It's so frustrating. And it's not fun. That's the other difference too. It used to be like when you get to a competitive level of a fighting game, it's fun. It's not anymore. To beat these people is not fun at all. This is annoying. This is utter irritation and time wasting, right? Sure, if I wanted to stream this game 3, 4, 5 times a week, then I would learn the character matchups and the strategies to beat their shit. But I don't want to invest that much time in it, and I shouldn't have to. Game developers have lost their way with fighting games because they made them too accessible for idiots to fucking mash online and get away with stuff. Why does every character have like 2 moves that are so overpowered that they counter almost everything when mashed out, and then you have to specifically know the nuanced situation of how to defend against it, dodge it, or punish it? What is that shit? No, don't give every character an overpowered bullshit spammable fucking move. Make it hard to play, and then the game will be fun to play. You won't have a bunch of people going dur 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 to get stupid wins online.